Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Alpha Project. Today, I want to talk about this amazing weight loss journey that most people set out on. So, I personally have a really big issue with that statement. It's a weight loss journey. So, why is a weight loss journey so important? Why is it called a weight loss journey? And why is it a journey in the first place? Because yeah, the destination itself is just focused on weight loss, and weight can be a lot of different things, from water, fat, muscle. There's so many things that can make us drop weight. So when people start talking about weight loss journeys, for me, I'm thinking, oh, well, then you've missed the whole process of the journey. It's very much like saying the identifying life. So I'm only going to be happy in life if I have X amount of dollars in my bank account. I'm only going to be happy with my life if I weigh X amount of kilograms. So the weight loss journey should be referred to as a health journey. And the best piece of advice I can give anybody when it comes to starting this journey is don't go crazy. The first thing you need to do is you kind of have to enjoy the process. As they say, the pursuit of happiness or happiness of the pursuit. So in many aspects, it's really neither as well. It's just being mindful in the moment. So the one reason people often go to the gym is because we want to feel good about ourselves. And we have this misconception that if we look good, we'll automatically feel good. It's the complete reversal. If we feel good, we will always look good, no matter what the scales say, because we have more of a positive outlook and a confident attitude to ourselves and the environment we're in. So when it comes to starting this journey in this process, we all have this thing about what's going to make us happy. And most of the clients that I deal with in our first consult, the one question I ask them is like, what are your goals? What are your results? And a very common thing is like, if it's for mostly guys who want to put on muscle, it's putting on X amount of kilograms of lean muscle. But the majority of people, especially from lifestyle goals, it's about losing 5 to 10 kilos, give or take. And most people say, I'll be happy when I weigh this amount of weight. That amount of weight is going to change your life in what way? And people then have this little bit of a pause where they have to now search for the answer. So for me, it says they weren't connected to it in the first place. And when I start saying, okay, let's look at it this way. What do you enjoy doing? What is it that you'd like to be doing, but you can't do because of your current health? So for many people, it's like, oh, I love to walk the dogs, but I struggle. I can't go as much. My back hurts. I have difficulty holding on to them. I can only go in a certain route because there's uphills or whatever the case is. Some people have kids or grandkids. Some people want to be more adventurous with their partners. So my next statement to them is, okay, let's look at the results of this. Let's say we do the gym and we do a meal plan. I don't like the word diet as such, but I do use it. But let's say we set up you with a meal plan and an exercise regime for the next 3 to 6 months. In the next 3 to 6 months, if you don't lose one single kilogram, but you have a lot more energy, you're sleeping better, you have more patience for your kids and your partner, you're enjoying work a lot more, you get up in the morning with the zest for life. When you're eating food, you're actually enjoying it and it's processing. You have the flexibility of going out and enjoying yourself as well as sticking to a meal plan because it feels good, not because you have to. Having a happy balance in your life. How does that feel to you? And most people would actually prefer that than the target of kilograms in weight loss. So when you sit and you actually think about it, the process is like we're trying to achieve a state of living, a state of mind, a state of being. So when you look at exercise and nutrition, it's not about doing, it's about learning. And the only way we learn is by doing. So don't put yourself in a position that you have to think like, if I hit these steps, this will be my result. No. What happens when I do this? What will the results be? Did that work for me? No, it didn't. Let's adjust and change. So the thing is we always want to keep moving and keep moving forward in the right direction. But that is in a process of learning and understanding. So there's many things that I encourage when people start on this health journey. The first thing is learn to communicate with your body, especially your stomach. And people often say to me, what do you mean by that? And it's something as simple as like learning the language of gut feeling. So many times that takes a lot of practice and it takes years and years to understand. But one thing I do with some clients that are competing, as they start, they always get a what we call a cheat meal, which is kind of like a meal off plan. For us, cheat meals isn't like pick the dirtiest thing you feel like or what you crave the most. Because for me, psychologically, that puts limitations on what they need versus what they think they want. So I always said that the rule is no processed foods. And most people will say, well, I really love pasta or Italian food and pizza. I love steak and eggs. I love hamburgers. So that's fine. So if we get to a client, we'll actually turn around and say, yeah, I would either love a steak or a hamburger. Okay, great. So out of those two, imagine you ate one. How would your stomach feel afterwards? How would you feel about the process versus eating the burger? And how would you feel? So rather than thinking about how you feel eating it, try and imagine and get a sensation of what you predict you may feel like after you've eaten that meal. And straight away, you'll start to feel your gut lean in the direction of one of those meals. And explore that. Go and have the meal that the gut said and see how you feel in relation to that. Then you're going to start having a frame of reference of, is it my brain tricking me into something that I feel I might want, or is it my body actually encouraging me to eat something that it will quite happily digest? Once you start doing that and you stick to blood type foods, now I've heard so many people say to me, there's no research supporting this. I said, look, that's fine. I disagree with that, but that's profusely. But blood typing isn't about aversion and there's no risk factors here. It's not necessarily that you're allergic to a certain food because it's not of your blood type group, but that we all have different blood types and we can't necessarily give each other blood. Blood has to be specific. So it could be argued that nutrition will affect different blood types differently. And I've actually incorporated blood type dieting into my own regime. And I can say from my own experience that I do feel an incredible health difference. So once I started exploring this, I started to see the benefits of eating my blood type. And the more I do that, the more I actually enjoy it and want those foods. So going back to my clients that were competing and had choice of cheat meals, towards the end of their competition, when I asked them for freedom of choice, which meal would they want? Like honestly, majority of the time, everybody would choose a healthy meal because it's what they craved, it's what they wanted. They had actually felt the health benefits of it, which then created an incentive to keep going. Now that is the trick with the fitness and health. It's about finding ways, looking for the positives, and keep pursuing moving forward. It's not how much you weigh, it's how healthy you are. So we're not only just looking from external, we're looking from internal, how our heart functions, how our lungs function. Most importantly, how our self perception functions, how we understand the process and how we understand the journey and the language that we use when we look at ourselves and judge our physiques. So before you start any journey, guys, make sure you find yourselves a coach that can help you navigate that self experience of you relearning yourself so that you can have ongoing results, not just on the scales, but on your overall lifestyle. There will be a point in time when you've been doing this for so long and it's going to feel like, wow, I'm not moving forward. But if you take a second and you compare it to your lifestyle approach, you're moving forward. Let me put it this way. Let's use work as an example. I bust my ass 6 days a week, working 12-hour days to make, let's just argue, $2,000 a week. Now, I'm busting myself with those hours to do that. And I'm getting results because I only started at $50 a week. So over 2 years, I'm smashing $2,000 a week. Now I want to go to the next level. So what happens is, do I want to make $2,500 a week? Or how about if I continue making $2,000 a week, but my lifestyle improves? Meaning instead of working 6 days a week, I'm only working 4 days a week. 6 hour days. So would that not equate to a better lifestyle? And most people say, yeah, but you haven't made more money. And say, no, actually I have. I've made a lot more money because I've created a lot more freedom while I make that money. The same thing goes with weight. Your weight is your dollar value. Your kilogram is your dollar. So it doesn't matter how much you weigh, as long as you're within the sustainable amount so that you can live your life. So meaning if you have the right amount of weight to sustain a healthy lifestyle It doesn't matter if you're 5 kilos over or under, as long as you're within that range. What matters is how much are you enjoying life. And the more you love the process, the longer you will do it for. And that's the secret, guys. Any questions? Let me know. I hope this helped a little bit. Forget about this weight loss journey, guys, and let's start on a health mind journey. See you all in the next episode.